What's up, y'all? It's your girl D. Welcome back to Pretty Grand Talk. If you don't mind liking, subscribing, and commenting below. All right, so let's get into this story time. Pretty Grand story time. Let me tell y'all a little story. Okay, so I have a member in my family. She had a child very young. She was a teen mom, single mom. She actually only had one intercourse one time with this person, and she ended up getting pregnant. The person went away to jail. She didn't see that person for years, probably till the child was like, I don't know, 5 or 6. Um, she was a little hesitant to let the father be in her daughter. It's a daughter. Let the father be in the daughter's life because of the lifestyle that he lived. The father had a lot of substance abuse issues as well as mental health, and substance abuse and mental health is like double trouble. You know what I'm saying? So she was kind of hesitant, but she recognized that, every child needs their father. So they set up a meeting. The meeting went okay. The daughter was obviously confused because she had never heard of the father. So, but excited to, have a father. So time went on, and the father was less interested in being a father and more interested in having a relationship with the mom. The mom did not want to have a relationship because, like I said before, that was a one-time thing. She actually was in another relationship, and she didn't look at him in that type of way. Like, she wasn't attracted to him in that type of way. She just wanted to co-parent and try to do what was best for her child. So fast forward maybe 5 years, because during that 5 year time frame, the father wasn't around. Like, he probably seen the daughter maybe 2 or 3 times in that time frame, because again, he was more interested in having a relationship with the mom. When he would get his daughter, he would have a lot of inappropriate conversations with her, such as things that are going on in the streets. Like, this is a child; she don't know what the fuck about any streets or any beef in the streets, and things like that. The father, I think, ended up getting stabbed up out in the streets, and he decided that was a conversation that he should have with his. I think the child was probably like, I don't know, maybe 8 at this time. I don't know. I personally, I could be wrong, but I personally just don't feel like that. That right there was a warning, like a trigger sign to me, a warning sign to me. Okay, so fast forward to maybe the child is now probably 13, 13 years old. The father, like I said, he hasn't really been around. He's in and out. And the child is starting to act out. So the child had like a stepfather type of figure for all that time that I told you about, from 5 years old all the way up to 13 years old. But her mother and the stepfather broke up. So slowly but surely, the stepfather stopped coming around. The little girl, she started acting out, how preteens do, teenagers do, the normal stuff. And the mother figured, well, maybe it's because she's missing that father figure, you know? So she decided to let the father see his daughter, but under the conditions that is at his mother's house. She felt the mother was more responsible, able to watch her daughter in a better manner than she felt the father would. So that was going on. She was letting the daughter go over to her grandmother's house to visit the father for a few months. I would say a few months, and it seemed to be okay. When the daughter would come home, she would have like little scratches on her, or just little stuff that you wouldn't really pay attention to. Like, the daughter could easily say, "Oh, I just fell, mom," or just little stuff like that. Like, "Oh, I just fell. I just bumped into something, or, just something like, okay, where mom would be like, but okay, it's not that big of a deal. I don't want to, do too much. So the daughter starts acting really weird, like something's just not right with her. And the mom is like, she knows that the daughter has been acting out, so she's not sure if it's that, if it's hormones, but she just knows that something's off. And she asks her daughter, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? And her daughter says, nope, everything's fine. It's nothing. It's nothing. She's still, kind of rebellious or resentful, teen stuff towards her mom. So time goes on, or weeks go on, shall I say, not too much time, but weeks. And then the daughter goes and sees the stepfather's mother, so her step grandmother. And the daughter and the step grandma have a fairly close relationship. They kind of can relate to each other a little better. So the step grandmother also notices that there's something going on with the daughter. There's something going on with the daughter. Like, she's not her normal preteen self, It's more than just the regular preteen hormonal stuff. It's something else going on with this girl. So the step grandmother, she badgers her, not badgers her, but she talks to her. She's just trying to get trying to get to the root of the problem as to what's wrong. So the step grandmother, she's asking her, like, has somebody hurt you? And at first the little girl says, no, nobody's hurting me. She's like, nope, I'm fine. Nobody's hurting me. But the step grandmother, like I said, they can relate to each other a little better. So she just tells her, like, you can talk to me. You can tell me what's going on. If somebody's hurting you, we need to know, because how can we help you if we don't know? So the daughter, she admits somebody is hurting her. Somebody is physically abusing her, which is where the scratches and the little marks are coming from. And somebody's also sexually abusing her, which is why she's been acting really off. So it finally comes out. This is why she's acting like this. So immediately, the step grandmother, she informs the mom. And the mom is at work. Obviously, when she hears this, she's fucking distraught. Like, what? She can't even wrap her mind around it, because she's like, this is like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? A father molesting their daughter I'm not going to say it's unheard of, because obviously it happens. We know it happens a lot more than it's talked about, but it's just like, she felt like probably, how could that would never happen to her. You know what I'm saying? So she leaves work. She goes and goes to the daughter, talks to the daughter. The daughter tells her, yeah, this is true. He's been touching me inappropriately on my breast, on my vagina. Did not penetrate me, thank God. But still, you know what I'm saying? Disgusting as fuck. The mother, she obviously blames herself, because she's like, you're the one that sent your child over here. Had you not sent your child over there, that would never have happened. So she really blames herself. She really blames herself. So now, what's the next thing to do? The next thing to do is, you're gonna fucking get this nigga. I mean, the right thing to do, let me say the right thing to do first. The right thing to do is to inform the proper people to take care of that, to investigate that, to, to get that nigga where the fuck he's supposed to be. The thing that a lot of people is going to want to do is obviously cause harm to him. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I think, I'm not exactly sure who informed the father that it was now out, but somehow he was informed that it was out, and he contacted the mother, and obviously the mother don't have nothing, like, there's no rap. It ain't nothing to say. I don't want to hear shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would feel. And so the father, he's just basically denying it, saying like, this is crazy. She's lying. I would never do no shit like that. We need to talk. Let's meet up. And all that shit is dead. Dead, dead, dead. She ain't trying to meet up. Because if she meet up, then what? You know what I'm saying? Y'all can put two and two together. So she goes to file charges and stuff and to keep him away from the daughter. And she's granted all that stuff, but no, I'm sorry. She's granted like an order for him to stay away, but because it didn't happen in where she lived at, it happened in another town. She had to go to that town to press charges, and that town does things differently. So basically, criminal charges were never pressed against him. Like, he had a restraining order, and CPS like has it in his file that he physically and sexually abused his daughter, but he didn't go to jail for that shit, and he still walk around like life is all good. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my story time. And this is just a lesson for everybody out there. Be careful who you have your children around. Family members, non-family members. We always tell our kids, stay away from strangers. Don't talk to strangers. But nah, sometimes you need to stay away from Uncle Mike. Because Uncle Mike is real fucking weird. And he like touching little girls. So just keep that in mind. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, subscribe, comment below. And I'll see y'all next week for Pretty Grind Talk. Y'all be easy.